And I'm just going to do a really quick review of the hero section, or the top section of the homepage of this local construction site that I looked up. And I'm going to give a little review of it, and then a very quick revamp as to what I think it should more be like. So let's reload it and see what happens. Okay, first of all, we've got this little intro animation. I'm not huge on it, but whatever. And then you've got a contact page. Now, oh, whoa, what happened there? I'm not a big fan of like sudden movements like that. Some people get dizzy or distracted. You also had a button here that I could have clicked on, and then suddenly it moves. Oh, it moved again. Oh my goodness, not a fan. The other thing that really stands out is how big this header section is. It's massive. This logo is gigantic. Now, in the web design industry, there is a joke about how clients always like their logos to be bigger. But in truth, once you're at a website, you do not need to know the name of the business. You're already at the website. You know where you are. So you just have the logo little small in the corner. If you look at big companies like Apple or Amazon or Walmart, often they don't even have the name of their company. It's just a little icon in the corner because you already know where you are, right? So that's a big thing. As far as the text goes, this is a very common mistake that I see. Welcome to wherever you are. Well, again, that's wasted real estate. We want to use this space to like show your value, explain what you do, and address why somebody should hire you. And this welcome to CVR. We already know we're at CVR construction, and then we've got CVR. That is a very big kind of amateur mistake that I see all over the place. And then your trusted company just sounds very generic, and you've got a bit of grammatical mistakes with years, and I saw another one here, builders, and I'm also not a huge fan of these pictures. I feel like this, you should have a picture of a real house. This to me doesn't work at all. And then the other one, it looks more like a website for an interior decorator, I would think, or like maybe a furniture company. Personally, I think just a nice picture of the house from the outside, like if this was a real house, would be a better option. So I just took about 5 or 10 minutes and I revamped this website just in Figma, which is design software. So it's not an interactive website, it's just a design, just to talk a little bit more about how I would go about building a company for a website for a construction company. So let's have a quick look here. So here we've got the logo. I've expanded the text size because that's really what's important in a logo, is what the name is. The icon was so dominating and big, but really the text should be the more dominant part of a logo. We could really go over this logo and improve it in a lot of ways, but for now we'll just make it more usable with what we have. I've got a nice call to action in the header section, and then I've got a picture of this is just a random stock image, but a nice picture of looks like a newly built house. And then I have this text overlaid. So what we have here is we have what we call the SEO heading. It's kind of like for Google, to tell Google what the page is all about. Then we have our main value proposition. Dream homes start with solid craftsmanship. So you're talking about people's dreams, and you have a solid craftsmanship. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you really want to talk about like what the main benefit is and really play on people's emotions and what they think they're going to be getting. And then what I like to do is with the subheading, I like to extrapolate on how you're going to deliver this value proposition. We've got a call to action. I did like that the website did have a call to action. I personally, for all buttons and call to actions, I like to have a unique color, or maybe it would just be the color of like a little chunk of logo. But if you have a unique color that really stands out, basically it lets people know that this is where you want to click. This is what you want to do. You want to contact us. This text could probably be changed to get a free quote, or, tell people what action you want them to take. Do you want them to get a free quote? I'm not really sure what the goals of this construction company would be. If they just want phone calls, you would say, call now. That would be the way to go about it. Then we have a little bit of social proof. Why should we trust this person? Well, I saw that they're part of the Better Business Bureau when I Googled their name, so that would be a nice thing to put on there. Fully insured, you know, some people care about that. You may want to consider using a testimonial instead, but basically you want some kind of social proof, and then yeah, just a nice picture in the background. So that's basically it. This is, I think, all that you need for the hero section of a construction website or any trades. For the most part, you need clear delivery about focusing on why they should hire you. You know, I know that a pain point is often time and budget. It sure was for us with our renovations. And so if you can commit to delivering that, that's a huge thing. And just really focusing on like the benefits or the outcomes that people are going to get, and just because really nobody wants construction. They want a house, and they want a house that's built properly, and they want it done properly, on time and on budget. That's what people want, so that's what you're selling. You're not selling construction services, you're selling the finished product, which is a way that people will live. And that's really what you want to convey on your website, is the outcome. So, thank you so much. My name is Adam, Pangea Web Services, based in Victoria. Hopefully you got some value out of this brief little video, and have a wonderful day.